All right, hello everyone. For the SOFT TIAFT 2026 workshop, Coding in Python from the ground up, you will need to have the Python's Anaconda distribution installed on your computer. And so this is just a short tutorial on how to do that. But as you will see, it is fairly self-explanatory, so you, in some sense, don't even need that video. But anyways, all right, so if you go in the slides and you click on this link or scan this QR code, you will end up on this page here for Anaconda. Obviously, you can choose your exploitation system, Windows, Macs, or Linux. In my case, this is a Windows system, and so I'm just going to click here to download the installer. And I'm going to want to save that in that folder here. And all right, this is downloading here. So while this is downloading, one question that we've gotten from several potential attendees is whether this is possible to install on a governmental computer that has several IT restrictions in place. So I've installed it on my government issued computer with a lot of those restrictions, and I didn't have any issues. It did work no problem. So the key trick here is to use an installation for the user only and not for all users, which would require administrator privileges. And so the team behind this workshop is fairly optimistic that you can install it on your work computer. But that is one of the reasons why we ask you to do this before the workshop, so you make sure that that it works with your computer, basically. Okay, so the download is done. And so if we go into the folder where this was saved, we have the exe file here, which we double click. And this will open up the Anaconda install window. All right, so setup is loading, good. And then what we do is we're just going to follow along, basically. Here again, as I said, choose this install just me, unless you have admin privileges and for some reason you want to install it for all users, but really this is probably the safest option, so just me. And then we go along, and we go along, and we go along, and then we wait. Now the install is completed, and next, and next, and finish. Okay, all right. So what we're going to do in this workshop is we're going to be using Jupyter notebooks, and so this relies on the Python Anaconda distribution, but it's a great way to organize your code and your comments, especially when you're in a learning environment. And so to start one notebook, what you're going to want to do is to open the Anaconda command prompt. So you're just going to search for this, and so you'll see that when you type in Anaconda, you have several things that appear here, like the navigator, the PowerShell prompt, blah blah. Really want you to open the Anaconda prompt here, right, your directory appears here, and what you're going to do is type Jupyter notebook. And All right, so you see that there was a bit of checking if packages and certs, and then it opens up the Jupyter Notebook interface into your preferred browser. And here you can navigate to the folder in which you want to save your Jupyter Notebook. Do be careful in the navigation. Just one click is enough to get into the folder if you feel like you're going to get into some issues. So say I want my notebook to be in this folder, then I just go new, and then I simply create the notebook, and the notebook is going to open up in a different tab. And here you are in a Jupyter Notebook that relies on Python coding, and you are ready to attend this workshop and have some great fun with some data that we will provide to you. So we're eager to see you, and let's chat in a few days, week in Chicago.